Well, the race for the World Series crown is down to 8, and a capacity crowd is in postseason form as we get you ready for this one. It's Game 1 of the American League Division Series between the Cleveland Indians and the New York Yankees. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Yeah, and you can see how these two teams stack up. And it's hard to say exactly who you'd give the edge to right now. But it wouldn't surprise me at all if the pitchers were the guys that got the upper hand in this series.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your New York Yankees.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. With that, here's a look at Terry Francona's Tribe starting 9. Steve, what's the key for him against one of the best starters in the game?
Well, you get multiple runners on base, so you don't have to have the long ball in order to hang a crooked number on it. You need to avoid the double plays when they do get guys on.
Masahiro Tanaka will do the pitching in front of the hometown crowd here in Game 1. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, remember, he's not a lot of fun to face because he's got 5 pitches. As a hitter, you've got to worry about the ball coming in, moving away, the speed. He's a lot to handle when you're up at the plate.
And with a quick breather here, let's give you a look at the Yankees defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, in this one, as good as anybody out there in the field. Has a lot of speed, can cover a lot of ground, and most importantly, he's very reliable.
Michael Brantley heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Michael Brantley.
Underway this evening as the first pitch is taken for strike 1 as we get started right on time at 7:05 p.m.
First pitch. 7:05.
And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now. Swung on and chopped toward the hole. Bird over to his left. Throw too late, and he's on with an infield single to open up the ball game.
And you know, any way you can get on base, you just take it. Here he just puts the ball in play. Doesn't hit it all that hard, but he's able to leg it out at first base, and he's on to start this ball game.
Stepping in, Francisco Lindor, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
You know, he's just flat out a better hitter from the left side. He's a switch hitter, but it's no secret. This is his favorite side to hit from.
A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Yeah, not the way he'd hoped to start this out. He's thrown only 4 pitches, but he's already given up 2 base hits. And that's before the 3, 4, 5 guys get their shot. This has the potential to get a lot worse before it gets better.
Kyle Schwarber steps up to the plate with a great chance to drive in a run here in the early going.
And you know, you hear it all the time, but scoring first really is a big deal in this game. Statistically, your chance of winning the game goes up quite a bit when you score first. So this is a big opportunity right now.
first and second here with nobody out. Swing and a miss for strike one.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
Tanaka pauses. Here's the 2-1. Skied into very shallow right. Gonzalez has a read on it. 1 out. Coming to the plate now, Edwin Encarnacion. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
High and deep to left center field. Looking up is Gardner. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So a 3-run shot to left center. His first homer here in the series. And the Indians move in front now 3-0.
Well, he worked himself into trouble out there right off the bat. He had to go through the heart of the order with guys on base. And now the next thing you know, he's already down 3-0 before he gets out of the first.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria.
Number 4, Evan Longoria.
As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Maybe some big game jitters here in this opening inning.
Well, I don't think anyone's immune to that. I don't care what the name on the back of your jersey is. This is not an ordinary game.
3 runs already home here. Drilled to the right side. Bird comes up with it. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Batting 6th, second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
Into the box, Jason Kipnis. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. 2 out, nobody on. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
And if there's one thing base stealers don't like, it's when you throw at their legs. Now, that's their meal ticket you're messing with.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
So many times, pitchers will get ahead, and they'll start to mess around, and the next thing you know, it's a full count like it is here.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Indians hang a crooked number thanks to this 3-run home run. Bottom of the first coming up from the Bronx. It's 3-0 in favor of the Tribe. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Who stands out to you, EK?
Well, Matt, Jacoby Ellsbury is really a guy that's fueling this offense right now. He's one of the fastest guys in all of baseball, and his speed can be the difference maker. Having that kind of speed on the base paths is a huge headache for opposing pitchers.
Danny Salazar gets the call in hostile territory here for Game 1 of the Division Series. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, he's got a career ERA of just under 3.5. He's thrown some great ball games in his career. He's thrown some real clunkers. Hopefully, for his sake, he throws well in this one.
With a moment now, let's give you a look at how the Tribe stacks up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, this manager loves to do so we're going to see a lot of odd formations as the game goes along. I can't wait to see how it works.
And there you see Jacoby Ellsbury as he'll lead things off here in the home half of the first.
Center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury.
And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Now a bunt attempt here, but this will get foul for strike 2. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. Now in the box, Aaron Judd, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone and is probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, and you know, this is a spot where you just have to make them bring the ball down. It's very difficult to do anything positive when it's up that high.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at the big picture here. There you see the participants in this year's playoffs. Carlos Gonzalez gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. Still down 3-0. Bradley Zimmer makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
And low, it's a ball and a strike. Ground ball right side to his right, Bird. And don't quite know what was going on there, but he's into first base safely.
Sometimes it's just better to be lucky than good. This ball's not hit hard at all, but it's in a spot where it's going to work out perfectly for him. And he's on base to start this inning with an infield single.
Yan Gomes stands in. He's set. Here it comes. Out in front of it, strike 1. Nobody out, runner on first. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And he thought to bunting here with the number 8 hitter up there.
Well, I'm more of a National League guy, so I'd maybe think about it, but in the American League, you just don't see it used all that often.
Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1. Number 30 stands in for the first time.
Right fielder, number 30.
A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. To second for 1, but 1's all they were ever going to get, and the inning will continue.
That's a very alert play right here behind the plate. Take a look at how quickly he gets out of the crouch and then pounces all over this ball. And now he's thinking second all the way, and he winds up getting that lead runner.
From the stretch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Oh, and 1, here it comes. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
You got to be careful with that inside location on 0-2. The last thing you want to do is hit him.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Smoke toward the hole. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Let's train our show motion camera on that runner at first base. Here, he might have had a shot to get around to third, but you see him have to hold up to make sure the baseball doesn't hit him. And by the time he gets going again, he knows he'll have to hold on at second base.
So here's Francisco Lindor now, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
And in a spot like this, first and second with two-way, that's where he's at his toughest on the mound. He'll bear down and start finding the corners of the strike zone. Makes it very hard for you to score runs off him.
Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Grounded back up the middle. Backhanded. And the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So after the 3-spot last time around, he's able to... Leading off the inning, Brian McCann, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. That's yanked into the stands. Strike one. The 0-1. This is pulled into right. Now a reach, and he takes a tumble here, but hangs on for the first out.
Wow, tough play.
And let's check this one out again. Look at him stretch out for this thing, and then he's going to tuck into a nice little barrel roll at the end there. That was pretty sweet.
Stepping in now, Greg Bird. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike.
And he's probably not going to throw too many first-pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
Boy, he comes back with a beautiful pitch there, and he's dominating this at-bat. It's 0-2 now. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Still no fastballs in the at-bat. It's been all off speed.
That's definitely by design. He's such a good fastball hitter. You don't want to give in to his strength.
Batting sixth.
Starlin Castro gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now.
A good high fastball. Maybe something to try and...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They trail in this one 3-0. Kyle Schwarber is into the box as we are all set.
Kyle Schwarber.
Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. Boy, in a perfect spot for the splitter there. It's 0-2.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're going to beat me, you're going to have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's going to give this guy anything he can pull.
Out in front of that one, but he stays alive and will do it again on 0-2. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1. Edwin Encarnacion steps in with another shot to do some damage after hitting a 3-run bomb in his first plate appearance.
And that was a breaking ball that he hit. And it looked like he saw it right out of the pitcher's hand so nicely. They might have to attack him with some hard stuff this time around.
And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate. That pitch count, as you see, already standing at 41.
And you don't need Eric or I to tell you about that. That's way too many this early.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Tanaka gets the sign. Here's the 1-1. And this is a ball to Encarnacion. 2-1 now.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you got to figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
And, ooh, he's really given some leeway on the outside edge here. 2-2 now. Oh, and he struck him out as well, so he's carving right through the heart of this lineup as there are 2 away now. Evan Longoria stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Grounded straight into the shift on the left side. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Indians go down 1-2-3. But they're on top by a count of 3-0. Brett Gardner will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Now that he's fully loose out there, you can see he's getting a little more zip on that fastball than he had coming out of the gate.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. 1 out here in the Yankees' 3rd inning, and that'll bring in the dangerous switch hitter Chase Headley. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Real good lateral movement on that 2-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
Yankees still on the lookout for hit number 1 here. Ground ball sent back up the middle. On to first, and Headley's retired here, 2 away. Jorge Mateo will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They trail it here 3-0. Jason Kipnis is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Second baseman, Jason Kipnis.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
You know, some of Jason Kipnis' teammates affectionately call him Dirtbag because he has a habit of giving his body up and getting his uniform dirty on every play. And you got to love a guy like that.
He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
Boy, you talk about a ball having eyes. First off, he's fortunate to get this one by the pitcher. it's not hit especially hard, but you'll see it get past second base where neither middle infielder can track it down. And it'll make its way into center field.
Standing in now, Bradley Zimmer, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. 1-1, here it is. Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
Yeah, you got to be careful there after that leadoff single. You don't want to hit a guy here and really let him get something started.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number one.
This is just an excellent pitch right here. The location right at the bottom of the strike zone. And if you don't get him to swing through it, hopefully he's going to hit that ball on the ground somewhere, and you'll get ground ball outs. But they'll take that strikeout for out number one.
A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate.
And right about now, you got to know as a hitter that you're going to see a heavy dose of that splitter. That's a good take up there to get ahead.
Swing and a liner, but this will be foul. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
And that is not good.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Well, so much for being thrown out of rhythm by that leadoff single. Doesn't seem to have affected him one bit. Come back with the 2 straight strikeouts, and now he's turned things around in this inning.
Here's the first pitch to him. Number 30 stands in as he looks at a called strike. Hit hard on the ground to the right. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down.
Yeah, just a nice job of hitting that time. You can see he's got a strong top hand there, and he just hooks this one into the hole for a 2-out single.
Here's Michael Brantley as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. The 0-2 delivery. And a slider gets away from him here as it just about got him in the ankle.
And now here, 1-2, this is where you need your best pitch. You've got to strand that runner out there at second base and keep the deficit just at 3.
Hit on the ground to short. Scooped up. He'll send it on to Castro at second, and the inning is over. Indians strand a couple, but they lead it 3-0. Jacoby Ellsbury will stand in to begin this with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
Yeah, still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hot shot to third. Throw on to first by Longoria is right there for the first out.
Designated hitter, number
Aaron
99.
Judd is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat.
Well, at least he was able to get it into the outfield, and that's more than most of his teammates can say so far.
Had him reaching that time. It's strike one. And he takes this one high, 1-1. The Yankees still on the lookout for hit number 1 here. Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Well, nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He can go just about anywhere from here.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
And this is one of those guys that you can spend all your time in the video room watching what his pitches look like, but until you get out there and see it firsthand, you just have no idea how much his stuff moves around.
Here's Carlos Gonzalez, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
Well, he gets ahead of another hitter there, and I'm told he's thrown a first pitch strike to around 90% of the batters he's faced so far, and that's pretty amazing.
No runs, no hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Swing and a miss, blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. Still down 3-0. Francisco Lindor heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one. Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Sometimes that first pitch of an inning, a guy will go up there and show a bunt, but then pull it back, just to pull that third baseman in a few steps. He's not bluffing right here. He's trying to beat this thing out, but he winds up heading back to the dugout after just 1 pitch.
Kyle Schwarber stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Tanaka into his motion. 1-0 on its way. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. To 2-2 now. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Now you got the big thunder coming next, so you do not want to lose this guy.
Hit to first. Bird is up with it, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
First baseman number 7.
Edwin Encarnacion strides into the box now. Launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1.
Oh, that is a nice pitch right there. You kind of slow it down and give him that big breaking ball to start off the at-bat. Make sure he's not a guy that's looking to ambush that first pitch fastball.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Tribe. They lead it 3-0. Brian McCann will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront. And this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
Tap foul at home plate. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Bounce to the right into the loaded up infield. A spin and a throw, and a spin throw gets him at first. A fine play there for the first out.
First baseman, Greg Bird.
Settling in now, Greg Bird. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
And he lays off there 1-0.
Well, one thing we've seen from this guy on the mound so far, when he makes bad pitches, they typically miss out of the strike zone. They don't miss in the zone where they can be crushed.
Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
The batter, number 14.
Starlin Castro digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
And he is cruising now. It's 0-2.
You know, maybe the most impressive thing about his performance so far, he's doing it all in a hitter's ballpark. But it's hard to come in here and pitch like this, but he's done a heck of a job.
On to first, and it's dropped.
I want you to watch this throw here. You know, this isn't in the dirt. It's not in the sun. It's right there. But he just drops it. No real explanation. Just a bad error.
First pitch of the at-bat. Brett Gardner will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1. Another example there of a guy chasing after that first pitch and falling behind.
Yeah, Matt, we've seen it time and time again. It is something that these guys just have to be more aware of. At this point, why would you even throw them a strike on the first pitch?
Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. One left for the Yankees. They trail in this one 3-0. Evan Longoria will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove, he's been a difficult nut to crack.
He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Second baseman, number 22.
One away now, and here's the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. Tanaka's ready. Here comes the first pitch. Chopped toward the second baseman. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
Center fielder, number 6.
Bradley Zimmer steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. First pitch on its way. Swung right over the splitter there, 0-1.
There's that splitter again. Seems to be getting better and better as the game goes on.
Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, and he's really getting over the top of that curveball.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. Well, he went for the knockout pitch that time, but a good eye, 1-2.
And that's the right spot for that slider. Really try hard to tie him up inside. And that's a good job to lay off, too.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Indians go down 1-2-3, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Chase Headley will start things out for the Yankees here in their half of the 6th.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Oh, and Headley can't come up with that one as he swings through it for strike 2 now.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
Jorge Mateo is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Now a swing and a weak little line drive over to first. And this will get taken in at first for the second out of the inning. 2 away now in the Yankees 6th, and that'll bring in the center fielder, Jacoby Ellsbury. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1. Chop foul over towards the dugout. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
Not too sure how you take that one on 0-2.
Yeah, not too sure how you call it a ball either.
Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. And he struck him out, so it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. They trail it here 3-0. Back here in the Bronx. 7th inning coming up now in Game 1 as we take a look there at our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Chasen Shreve is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Chasen Shreve.
Yan Gomes will stand in here to start the 7th in a game that's been sailing along to this point.
Yeah, good thing we don't get paid by the hour, man. This game has flown by.
Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate and reined in, 1 away.
Now batting.
Number 30 will step in. He's singled in 2 trips thus far. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway.
Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, with the bases empty, that's the right spot for that 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider.
Here's a fastball in on the fist, and that'll even things up at 2-2. Here's the pitch on 2-2. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
And there you see the leadoff man on deck. And you know they'd love to get someone on base when this lineup turns over.
Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
One thing we can say about this game, neither team's been afraid to swing the bat. I mean, here we are this late into the ball game, and we still haven't seen our first walk.
Michael Brantley stands in as he can't connect here, 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. 3 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Cleveland so far. Frozen on the fastball, never had a chance, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Tribe, but they lead it 3-0. Aaron Judd will stand so many others hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
And that misses inside, 1-0. And a strike to even the count, 1-1. Action going on now in the Indians' bullpen as they have a left-hander up and getting loose.
1-2.
And he pumps the fastball by him here, 1-2 now. And he strikes him out here, so that's out number 1 here in the 7th as he continues to keep him out of the hit column.
Now batting.
So with 1 gone, here's Carlos Gonzalez.
Carlos Gonzalez.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
He's now thrown a first pitch strike to about 80% of the batters he's faced, and that is just pounding the strike zone. He's pitching so well, and this game's getting late.
In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
Seems like it's been a fairly consistent pattern. Hard stuff early, soft stuff late. But these guys don't seem to have caught on yet.
It's a pretty standard operating procedure, too. But they just look lost up there.
The catcher, number 34.
Brian McCann will step in. He's lined out and grounded out in 2 trips. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And he misses low with it, 2-0. Maybe the pressure of the no-hitter getting to him a bit.
Yeah, 2-0 now. He's got to be careful it doesn't all go up in smoke right here.
3-0 now. 3-0 pitch on its way. And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here. Greg Bird will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Yeah, nothing going on earlier in this inning, but a chance to make some noise right here. Those kind of walks often seem to come back and bite guys somehow.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1 on the ground up the middle, and that's through for a base hit, and the no-hitter is gone. They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game here in the 7th, so the no-hit bid will end right here. Starlin Castro will stand in, and Steve, with the no-hitter gone now, he's got to remind himself he's still got work to do out there.
Yeah, he sure does. This game is not over by any means. You've got to take any no-hitter thoughts and put those out of your mind and go back to focusing on the task at hand.
Now here comes the Cleveland skipper up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead.
Now pitching for Cleveland.
New pitcher to tell you about, and it's a guy drafted number 6 overall out of North Carolina in 2006, the 6'6" lefty Andrew Miller. Starlin Castro will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
2 down, runners at first and second. Hit to short. On to Kipnis at second, and the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more from leading off the inning, Francisco Lindor, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
You know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact and he can run.
On to the 8th now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. This man out for a second inning of work, and why not? He set him down 1-2-3 the last time around.
Right, and with 2 strikeouts mixed in there as well. Just let him keep going.
Gonzalez has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
Designated hitter,
Kyle Schwarber will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. Skied into straightaway right. Gonzalez is under this one, and that's out number 2.
now batting, the first baseman.
Edwin Encarnacion will stand in again as we flash you back to earlier. He's accounted for their only runs of the ball game on 1 swing of the bat, as this was the swing right here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Trying to work that slider to the outer half, but it misses 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. 1-1, here it comes. Grounded back up the middle. Gloved by Castro. Throw in time, and the side is retired. We'll see the speedy Brett Gardner start things out when we come back. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Indians on top, 3-0. And here is Brett Gardner now. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8th.
Brett Gardner.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. chopped foul right at home plate. That fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
He's going to need to crank that swing up another notch if he's going to catch up to those.
And he is down on strikes again. So get your hats out. That's the third strikeout of the game.
Third baseman
Chase Headley will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips.
Yeah, not showing too much so far, but he's got a chance to make something happen right here. See if he can put those other ABs behind him.
0-1 count. Here it comes. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And time's getting short here. You don't want to have to face that closer in the 9th inning needing 3 runs. They need to cut that gap down somehow.
And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away. Jorge Mateo will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Zimmer sprinting after it. And that's the 3rd out. When we come back, Evan Longoria will start things off. It's the Indians 3 and the Yankees nothing. Evan Longoria will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Ellsbury is there. 1 quick out to start inning number 9. Jason Kipnis gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And the throw is made to record the 2nd out of the inning.
Up next for Cleveland,
Bradley Zimmer ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And, oh, look out. Up and in and nearly took his head off. I think he took a little exception to that location.
Yeah, and so would I if I was down there. If you want to work inside, that's fine. But once you get up over the letters and closer to my head, now we're talking about a different story.
2 balls and a strike. Here it is. Over at the knees, and that's the 2nd strike. Hard hit towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
now batting.
Ready now, Yan Gomes. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
Nope.
And this one misses to the Cleveland backstop. It's even at a ball and a strike. Hit out towards second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Tribe. They lead it 3-0. striding in to start the ninth, Jacoby Ellsbury, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
First offering on its way. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. And a swing and a miss there by Ellsbury as he's down 0-2 now. A little bouncer, but that one rolls foul. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Can't quite get around in time to keep it fair, and it remains 0-2. Here it comes, 0-2. Chop foul at the plate, and we'll do it again. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his third strikeout of the game.
Well, you're always gunning for a strikeout when he's at the plate because his legs make him so dangerous, even when he hits just a slow grounder. So nice job of keeping him off base right there.
Into the box now, Aaron Judd, as he'll take a look at ball one. That one's going to find the seats, strike one. 1-2 now as that's in there at the knees. Credit where credit's due. This guy's done a good job out of the bullpen.
No question. He's been able to hold that lead, and these guys really haven't threatened him at all.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Right side hit hard. And that'll find its way into right field for a 1-out single. So a runner at first now with 1 away. And standing in, the right fielder Carlos Gonzalez. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a miss on the slider, 0-1.
And he's always so tough on left-handed hitters. That slider is just so difficult to pick up.
The pitch, a fastball off his glove, and it bounds away. And you can forget about the double play now as the runner moves up to second base.
With the pass ball there, that'll take away the possibility of getting the double play to end the inning. So that could come back to bite him.
Sent on the ground out to second. On to first in time, and the Yankees are down to their final out now. So coming to the plate, Brian McCann, although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him.
And that's exactly what I expect them to do. No reason to give him a pitch that he likes.
Cody Allen is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 37, Cody Allen.
Brian McCann will be his first assignment upon entering as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
That's not a bad idea right there. Take a pitch. Make sure you get a good look at him and what he's throwing.
Taken, called strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
2 outs here with a runner at third. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2.
Well, that's a pitch right there that you've got to lay off. You know he's going to throw it on an 0-2, and that's a good job of pitch recognition right there.
In to score is the runner from third. It's now a 3-1 ball game. And he is into second base with an RBI double. Well, partner, this one might not be over yet as the lead has shrunk to just 2 now as they continue to chip away at this deficit. So a crucial moment here, and standing in, Greg Bird. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only 1.
You know, sometimes guys get caught up in thinking about being the big hero. The key here, though, is just keep it simple. See the ball, hit the ball. Usually the...
And he strikes him out to end it here as they were able to get the possible tying run to the plate but could not cash in.
And you know what? I don't care who you're playing. You know, it's never easy to go out on the road, and so that was a great effort by them in every phase of the game.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. And guys, if you're going to be successful in the postseason, as you know, you need players coming up big, and this guy certainly did that. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason, but this was one they definitely needed, and he came up with a huge performance here.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Indians win this one 3-1. Good night from the Bronx.
Division Series. The Indians starting pitcher, number 31, had 13 punch-outs and earned the win as Cleveland took care of the Yankees 3-1. They now lead the series 1-0 heading into Game 2. The Astros stole the win against the Mariners in walk-off fashion 4-3.